Welcome to Jenny's Belly with myself, Jenny Brannigan from Total Physio, in conjunction with The Mooney Show. It's week 5 and we're going to talk about the pelvis. It's one of the basic principles of Pilates, and of course it's very relevant to anybody who is heading towards the 3rd trimester of their pregnancy. So during the 3rd trimester, hormones are released to loosen the ligaments around the pelvis area, which facilitates easier passage of the baby through the birth canal. So what we need to try and do is focus on maintaining stability and strength throughout the pelvis and lower back area, rather than trying to stretch through here because it can be a little bit unstable. Before we start, it's very important to heed the warning as usual, that if you feel unwell, if you have any bleeding or fluid loss, or if you simply don't feel right, please stop exercising immediately and call your GP or obstetrician without delay. Another note with this particular type of exercise for the pelvic area is that if you've been diagnosed with pelvic girdle pain or if you have pubic pain, these exercises wouldn't be appropriate for you and you need to get more advice before you start to exercise this area. So the first exercise, we're going to be in this position lying on our sides, so you must make sure your head and neck are well supported with a pillow. Depending on the size of your bump, you may also like to support it with a little towel or a little pad. If you don't have much of a bump yet, what you need to try and do is make sure that you maintain a gap between your oblique muscles on the side of the abdominal wall and the actual mat, so that you're working your stomach muscles as well as working your pelvis area. So the first exercise is called a clam. So you're going to practice opening and closing the legs. So your knees are together, a little bit bent up. You've got your hips stacked one on top of the other. Your pelvis is staying steady. So inhale to open and exhale to close. Inhale to open, exhale to close. You're only opening the knee as high as you can, keeping the pelvis steady. And you should feel the muscle working in the buttock where the trouser pocket would be. A little bit harder version then is when you lift the feet up off the floor and you inhale to open, exhale to close. You can make it a bit tougher again by adding in a little bit of arm work. Inhale to open and externally rotate the shoulder. Exhale to close and bring the arm back down. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. So the next exercise we're going to do, you're going to straighten your 2 legs out. Inhale to open the top leg. Exhale, bringing it back down. Inhale to open the top leg. Exhale, bringing it back down. Next thing you're going to do is inhale to open. Exhale, squeeze the bottom leg up to meet the top leg. Keep them glued together and bring them back down onto the mat. Inhale, open. Exhale, bottom leg and squeeze back down to your mat. Inhale, open the top leg. Exhale, bottom leg and squeeze back down onto your mat. The final thing then is a little bit of leg circles. So you're going to start with the top leg lifted, pointing the toe, and inhale to start a circle. Nice little circle, as much as you can. Keep the pelvis stable and exhale to complete it. Inhale, start the circle. Exhale, complete that circle, keeping your pelvis nice and steady. Try and control those wobbles as much as you can and only draw a circle big enough that you can control. And again, in the opposite direction, to keep yourself nice and balanced, you always make sure that you replicate the same amount on each side. And the last one there, exhaling to complete the circle and relax the leg back down. So then you would turn over on your other side and again do the same thing there. So that's our pelvis series. I hope you enjoyed that. Again, you should have no pain at all when you're doing these exercises. So we will talk to you next week for our final installment. Thank you.